What is the best time to come to Vietnam? Is there a bad time to come to Vietnam? Or you can come anytime you want and just get a job. In this video, I answer all those questions. What time to come to Vietnam, what documents are needed, especially in 2024, and all that you need to do. Guys, if today is your first time, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and let's get into it. So guys, people keep asking what time or the exact time they need to come to Vietnam, and even if there are good times. Of course, there are good times to come to Vietnam and very bad times to come to Vietnam. If you guys could remember, last year, getting to the end, I did a lot of videos, shared a lot of companies that you can apply to and companies that were recruiting. If you haven't checked that, you can check that out in this video. I'll pin the video here. Obviously, go through my videos and there are a lot of companies you can apply. So, if you intend to come to Vietnam to work, there are certain times that you should take in consideration. Now, most of these times are coming to Vietnam around January to March. January to March, or sometimes up to April and May. This type of the month are very bad times to come to Vietnam to look for work. And you may just be lucky to find a job if you come to Vietnam within these days. And even if you do, you're going to get a very bad contract. This is just the reason why. Around this time, most schools, most centers, most language centers have already recruited their teachers. So if any teacher wants to recruit a teacher at that time, they may have lost their teacher at that time, or their teacher may have had issues and gone back, and they are just looking for a replacement. They're just looking for a replacement. That is when you'll be lucky to find a job at that time. Now, Vietnam has 2 breaks. So the season to teach in Vietnam starts from September. October, November, December, and then January. And then somewhere along January, February, we break for Tet holiday. Now after that time, we come back and then we continue from January, February. So January, February, and then at May. So at May, then the school year ends. And that is where we break for summer holidays. This is the time schools now have to sit back and assess the teachers they are going to lose, the number of vacancies that they will need, the number of teachers they will need, the number of teachers who will be leaving. And that is when they get time to declare the number of teachers they will need for the next school year. So the right time to apply for schools in Vietnam is between May, June, July, and August. May, June, July, and August. These are the best times because these are the times we break for the summer holidays. That is the end of the school year in Vietnam. That is when schools sit down and then declare vacancies they want. And that is the time you see most schools advertising. That's when the kind of school year, the kind of advertisement that comes with all those freebies, that is they're going to give you a house, they're going to give you that TLC paid for, work permit paid for, and this and that, all of them paid for. This is the time that you have the best of recruitment. Now, outside of this time, any other time is just an additional time. It's just a lucky time. So guys, if you are looking to now come to Vietnam and teach in 2025, this is the time. So I made a video last year and spoke about this. Obviously, some people didn't listen. Some also wanted to try. Others also wanted to just explore. Now, most of those people who came within January, February, March, they were attest to this fact. Some went back. I know a number of people who came this time, either with tourist visa, hoping they could land a job. Maybe some were lucky, because I know 1-2 people who were lucky. But most of them went back to their home countries because they thought 3 months was a very long time. By the time they realized 3 months was gone and they had to go back. So now May, this is the time you can come and explore. If you're not getting any school to recruit you, just make your way for for a tourist visa for 3 months, come and explore, because this time a lot of schools are opening a summer camp and are even recruiting teachers. But know the right time to come, because there are times the schools are on summer break. If they're on summer break, you go to the school, you won't find anyone, and you also be surprised. So better still, always speak to the expert to help you at this. Now, what are the requirements that you need to get a job in Vietnam in 2024? So by this time, or by that January, February, March, we are now in March. I'm recording this video in March. This is the time you now have to legalize all your certificates. If you want to come and work here, don't wait till the time of recruitment. You're going to get frustrated. If you really intend, if you are too sure about your decision to come work in Vietnam, this is the time to go legalize your university certificate, your TEFL certificate. If you don't have to, you make sure you now write the exams and get your TEFL and your C1 or your C2. You get them, you legalize them. If you want to get them, if you want other better options, one of the best C1s that you can get is the British Council C1. That's one of the best. Apart from that, there are other ones that you can also get. The most important thing is you need to legalize your C1. That is the most important thing. In your home country, legalization. So legalizing this in your home country is basically getting time to go to your country's foreign affairs, or sometimes it's done by your country's educational sector. In Nigeria, I've been told is the Ministry of Education. You go there, they will go through your qualification and see that everything is okay. Then they legalize it. They will swear affidavit. The court will swear and say that those certificates belong to you, and they will stamp the back. Once you do that, you will then take it to the nearest Vietnamese embassy. They will also go through it, and then they will legalize them for you. They mostly cost $400 or maybe more, because for 2 years I knew it's been $400. Maybe there may be a little increment. You send it there, you get all this, and then now you are good to go. Then you start your application. Now when you start your application, make sure you get a very good introduction video. Now, what is a good introduction video? I'm going to link a copy of an introduction video that I did. Make sure you speak clearly. Make sure you speak well, good English. Make sure you flow. Make sure tell them why they need to work with you. That's what you need to tell them. And I'm making a video about that, so you can check that one out. Now, after getting your introductory video, you get a very good CV. There is a certain type of CV that's accepted in Asia. In Asia, we don't use that kind of CV where you have a lot of things, you write a lot of things, very long, 2-3 pages. No, just 1 page is enough with your picture on it and some nice things stating your school, where you have worked, and because you are applying for a school, your previous work experience should be related to a school. And that's it. If you have IELTS, it's a plus for you. If you don't have IELTS, no problem. Put it together, and then now start applying. Make sure you scan all of them. You put them into one copy PDF file and start applying to the schools. Some of the schools you apply to, I have stated some in my video that I did. You can apply to these schools. All of them will be recruited in between the month of May to September or August. Make sure you apply to them. Additionally, you can go to Facebook. There are Facebook pages. Teach English in Vietnam, Vietnam English. Just type that in Facebook. You're going to see a number of them and start applying to these schools. In fact, within this period that I'm talking about, you are going to find a lot of schools applying. What do you call it? Advertising for job, or advertising job vacancies. You apply to them. When you apply to them, don't expect to get an email from them that same day or even the same month, because I told you from May is a break for summer holidays up to September. So mostly that May, most schools will take a trip, travel to Thailand or travel to Malaysia. Some will travel to Europe for vacation, the international schools, for their teachers. In Vietnam, even the public schools also go for summer holidays, and they go for camping, they go with the teachers. So in this time, most of them are busy enjoying the holidays. So it depends on the schedule of the school, the time they are going to resume within these holidays, the administration, and start replying to emails or letters that you send. But all in all, they are definitely going to reply to your message. And don't write 1, don't write 2, don't write 3. Write as many as you can. Send as many applications as you can. And make sure you do these things right. Your CV especially, and your your CV and your introductory video, make sure you do it so well, because your introductory video tells them a lot about you, or tell them what they want to know. So most of the time, what are they looking for in the introductory video? In the introductory video, they are looking at how you speak, how good your English is. That's what they look at. And sometimes your appearance, because most of them want to work with teachers who are good looking. You know, the kids are afraid of black people. And so if you are black, you should have a lot of smiles. Is it that smiles, you know, that teeth, you know, that physique, you know. And sometimes when you have a little rasta too, it helps. You know, you have a little rasta and a little, earrings. But hey, I don't know, that can even get you disqualified. But, you know, they love those tests. So when you have this physique and you have a very good, you are speaking very well, that is what goes into it. Maybe I'll start a consulting firm or something. So guys, let's start from here. If you want me to help you, let me know. You just drop some coins and I'll help you make a good CV, make a good introductory video, and then put your document for you. That is for those who are ready to pay something. You pay something little, I'll get them intact for you, and maybe I'll also help you submit it to some schools in person and some online. Yeah, this year I'm going to start that. I'm just seeing if you guys want me to do for you. You drop, you know, our people don't like to pay. You know, they always want free. So this year I don't really bother myself. But the people who will say that, hey, I want you to film when I want you to do this for me, I'm going to pay something, maybe I'll do it for them. Yes, so I've written about how I've helped about 53 people, and just about 2 of them really said thank you. The rest, they never bothered to even say hi or whatever again. So this year I'm really not, not devoting myself, you understand? I do, you look at the videos, you follow. A lot of people follow, and that's help. So these are the documents you need and what you need to do. Now, they've also introduced this kind of certificate, which is a teaching certificate, which they are also adding to the list of certificates. And with that, they are asking foreign teachers to understand the Vietnamese culture and go through this program. They've actually signed a bill to it, but the implementation hasn't started yet. So I'm not going to talk about that yet. So right now, all you need is all what I've mentioned. Get this, go to the Facebook pages, start applying for jobs. Make sure all certificates are legalized, and I wish you well. I wish you well. Now, when you apply for a job and they conduct interviews with you, there are certain things they look at in these interviews. They look at, number one is how you speak, and how you can make up a class, how you can make a 30-minute class. That is the most important thing they look at. How you speak. If you are white, that is an applaud. But if you're not white too, how you speak, how you interact with kids, and how you can control the kids. These 3 things. If you don't know how to go about this, I have videos, live videos of me teaching in classes in kindergarten. You can watch them, how I start, the middle, what I do, up to the very end. And I wish you well. I wish to see you in Vietnam. I know obviously you also come and never call me, but that is not a big deal. So guys, that is a short video of the times to apply for schools and the document needed to work in 2024 in Vietnam. My name is Kweku Skenia Branty. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It's a wrap for today.